Alright, well that's enough smooth jazz influenced vaporwave, which I guess is probably the best description I can come up with for Macroblank's general oeuvre. Oh, stinky cheese, huh? I see how it is. How come you've got so many cool emotes? Anyway, yeah, so let's get started with more Sonic Adventure Deeks, which is a curious choice of subtitle. Sonic Adventure Director's Cut DX. I'm a little bit scattered and out of it today due to assorted reasons, which I won't go further into for all of your benefits. But anyway, here, this should work. Yep, fantastic. Time for butt rock to rock your butt.
Select a file.
Or indeed funky menu themes, as may also be the case. So, I blasted through most of the main game.
Select your character.
Hi gamers, love to see you. Letterbox though? Do you mean the side panels on the sides for the fact that this is a 4:3 game? Which I now realise means I could use my super cool 4:3 aspect ratio stream overlay to make use of the wasted side space. Which I tragically have not been doing, and even though I really absolutely could have.
It's my turn now.
Because I've built 2 stream overlay panels now. I'm Amy Rose, a cute and cheerful girl. We escaped from the hot shelter and ended up in a strange place. Not again. Where are we now? No, mustn't cry, I have to think positive. I'm a girl who can do anything. Let's continue our adventure. Absolutely fascinating implications about the internal monologue of this pink, I assume, hedgehog. She's pretty much the only character in Sonic that isn't a human being, but that doesn't get an animal moniker. Oh, I see. If she's sprinting fast enough, she takes out her mallet, and then if you use the attack button in that point, you get the cool jump, which retains momentum to some extent. So I guess that's something that was missing from my attempts to do her platforming segments previously. Hi, Wuxfriv. Always good to see you. Yeah, I think letterboxing is the horizontal. I don't know what the sidebars are called, but letterboxing is the top and bottom horizontal. Sonic, well, does Sonic have parents? Does Tails have parents? Does Knuckles have parents? Does Cream have parents? Does Shadow have parents? Well, actually, I think Shadow's a clone, so implicitly no. I suppose he has genetic originators, which is he a clone of Sonic? Does that mean that Sonic is his dad? Anyway, yeah, so we progressed through the same storyline several times because this game took the fascinating decision of splitting its storyline into 6 sections, which are different perspectives on the same events, which means you get to see different characters say slightly different things. Now I'm about to sneeze. A more competent streamer would have a mute button, but I do not. It's tragic. But yeah, so Amy is presumably a hedgehog because she looks like the hedgehogs, but she's got a surname. Maybe she just admires human culture enough to pick a surname for herself, perhaps? Which seems kind of tragic. I think humans are the only ones who can be observed to kind of have a culture, though. There's like 15 unique individual animal people on the planet, and then there is definitely the echidna culture, which is a culture unto itself, but mostly non-existent in the modern day, possibly completely non-existent apart from Knuckles specifically. Yeah, she does wear clothes, you're right. Maybe she was raised by humans, maybe that's why she wears clothes and has her surname. But yeah, so straight up, I can't figure out what the game wants me to do here. I've been running around talking to random ass echidnas, and they're all like, I like to fight, or like, have you considered genocide? I think it's a contentious issue. You see what I mean? Nobody who says their prosperity can never end is like up to something good. I'm sure it has something to do with the temple, but I literally actually for realsies cannot figure out what it wants me to do. I don't know if it's just bugged and something was supposed to spawn in but didn't. Well, I mean, the Spaniards are less of a threat to the Echidna, let's say, lifestyle than a giant ancient chaos deity implicitly summoned by the spirits of the most recent culture that they've decided to invade and destroy. Since chaos presumably comes from the Chow, or the cow, maybe? I mean, Chows are named Chows because they're, like, from the same thing as chaos, I think. Which would imply, therefore, that... Maybe he's just, like, the backbone that most of their computing runs on. Their ancient stone temple computing. You know, it's Chat OS. Well, we know the bird won't prevent the genocide because all of these temples are ruined in the modern day, and they're ruined implicitly. The story might not turn out to be this way, but I'm pretty sure the way it's going is that they're ruined by chaos, and it ruins them because they kill all the Chows, because we definitely saw a vision of Tikal being like, oh no, I fucked up. I failed to stop my uncle doing, or my granddad, or some male relative of my direct line, doing something terribly cruel and disastrous to these poor innocent little squish boys. And you know, that's it. The end of the Squish Boys. They're all lying here on fire in the dirt. So I think it's reasonable to assume that's where chaos comes from. Oh, I'm not even allowed to jump in the fire. Come on. What's the point in having all of these echidnas to talk to when all of them just say the same 3 lines? We must proceed discreetly, but we always do just the opposite. What a fascinating situation this man has found himself in. Truly a warrior poet of a vanished culture. Was he appreciated in his time? Was I just supposed to go back this way the whole time? If the answer was I was supposed to turn around and go back exactly the way I came this entire time, I'm going to lose myself insane. I did not know I was in the share zone. You've got to be shitting me.
You're the Chow. Don't be afraid. You're safe with me.
Have you seen the faces of these things? They have never been afraid of anything in their entire lives. Completely empty heads. But yeah, I find it hard to take... you spawn into this zone facing a giant temple, but what you're actually supposed to do is not explore, it's to turn around and immediately leave back the way you came. That's the kind of thing I would take as an intentional joke by a game designer.
What was that?
If this wasn't this game. The fact that it's this game makes me think that it's just something they decided to do.
I need to get out of this place.
I don't know what her problem is. This seems like a really rad chill-out joint. Like, frankly, I would kill for a cool cybertech indoor pool with, like, funky tropic vibes. And an evil black sun logo on the bottom of the pool, less interesting, generally speaking. Oh hey, can I get up on that? Can I get up on the board? Hell yeah! The board meeting is now in session. It's an evil chill out zone for the evil guy to chill out, but you know, I'm at least morally neutral.
Where do you think you're going, Amy?
You haven't had a boss fight with me yet.
Eggman, no!
You can't get away this easily.
I love the way half the animations are interrupted by just characters snapping to different positions.
Too late, buddy.
Buddy?
It's a Chaos Emerald! What?
I don't know if you're unfamiliar with
You when I've got this.
what happens to small birds when they tend to get close to enormous jet engines, but the results are rarely pretty.
Sir. Dispose of these annoying pests. Give them all you got.
Aye, aye, sir. Will comply.
I've got better things to do.
So this was implicitly going to be a boss fight in Tails' and Sonic's story.
Mr. Robot?
But Amy doesn't get to have a boss fight. Because her power of friendship bullshit already turned the robot good.
Please stop!
Oh, but Sonic's protected by the Speed Force or some shit.
Amy? That's one of Eggman's clunkers! Out of my way!
Rude.
No! He helped me before by letting me escape. This robot is different. You don't need to hurt him, okay?
Amy!
Speaking as a
Okay, I guess I'll let him go then.
Speaking as a robot, I'm vaguely uncomfortable with the inclusion of robot slurs in this game, yes. However, I have never heard a robot slur that didn't sound really painfully awkward.
We're fresh out of time! Take Amy and clear out, fast!
What about you?
But Sonic, I was about to do
Can't let him
something.
escape.
Even in her own storyline, she doesn't get to do anything.
I knew you would save me, Sonic. You're my hero.
Girl, you saved yourself. You jailbroke a robot.
You okay? It's dangerous here. Don't pay attention to Eggman anymore. Free yourself. Come on.
Why are you helping me?
I said we'd be friends, and I'm returning your favor. Even this birdie wants you to be free. Eggman's not the kind of man you should work for. Amy, come on, let's get going. Until we meet again, Mr. Robot, take care of yourself.
The sudden awakening to the concepts of philosophy and ethics in this poor robot's brain. Oh, incidentally, the reason why Eggman wanted the bird is because he knew the bird had a Chaos Emerald. Why the bird had a Chaos Emerald is because that bird is one of the flickies, which are the MacGuffins, I guess, the like objective thingies you need to collect in an earlier Sonic game, the first 3D Sonic game, which was actually an isometric 2D game, Sonic 3D and the Secret of Flicky's Island. Again, the bird needs a larger anchor so that it doesn't get sucked into a goddamn jet engine.
I wonder what Sonic is doing. He's always rescuing me, it seems.
He's probably having an adventure like you. Yes, you should be more independent.
You know you sure surprised me by having a Chaos Emerald with you. No wonder they were after you, my feathered friend.
It's almost like I was almost involved in a plot on purpose.
Hey, a pendant! Wow!
A family photo?
So I'll help you find your family.
But who held the
Does
camera?
Eggman have them captive now?
Well,
I bet he does.
okay,
I'll help you find your family. I've come this far. I may as well go all the way. That robot said Dr. Eggman's base is in the Mystic Ruins. So what do you say we check it out?
okay, this I heavily applaud. Amy finally going, you know what, I'm gonna get my own plot. I'm gonna get my own plot with a cool bird and low stakes. that doesn't involve being captured by robots or waiting for Sonic to rescue me from robots that captured me. And instead, I'm gonna go do my own thing. My bird thing, with the bird who inexplicably has like a Flintstonesy family portrait, which I love. Like, there's a kind of a jokiness to a lot of this game that doesn't feel like sort of intentional, like, ironic self-humor, but there's almost like the humor of a children's cartoon, which is probably intentional given this is a game for like 9-year-olds, but it doesn't feel like the kind of humor I'm used to people writing for 9-year-olds. It feels like the kind of humor I'm used to people writing for like 6-year-olds. Time to go back to the Mystic Temple and see if we can figure out exactly what's up with that ancient genocide that we still don't really know about. We're only about 50% of the way through her plotline, but we're most of the way through Sonic's plotline, so presumably Amy's whole deal from this point just does not intersect with what they're doing again. Because Sonic and Tails' plotlines end it. Oh, okay. I guess we're going to go crawl up Robotnik's ovipositor again, which is apparently mandatory, and which we have done as every single character so far. I'm curious to see Biggs the cat crawl up the old ovipositor, but it's gonna happen.
I don't remember this bridge. Looks dangerously suspicious.
For fuck's sake, honey, it has his logo on it. You've been on his spaceship.
Wanna go?
The absolute dedication to putting characters' personal themes in every single shot featuring them is delightful to me. Completely out of vibe for whatever location they're in half the time, but you know, you gotta stick with it. I assume I need to get all these lit up. Hang on. No, I fell for this previously. I thought this was a smarter puzzle than it turned out to be, and then I spent ages trying to solve the puzzle. Out like some kind of idiot. I may have immediately done that back to myself again. They all need to be lit, right? So that's... Well, if I get them all turned off first, maybe? Oh god, this is exactly the same thing. I've done it to myself again. I did, and that's why it really hurts. I mean, oh, there we go. Anyway, the bird doesn't have unfinished side quests, he has an unfinished main quest. His main quest has nothing to do with any of the rest of this shit. I assume he only has the Chaos Emerald by just chance, I guess? I don't know if he cares about any of this apocalyptic world-ending stuff that's going on with Dr. Robotnik and Chaos and the Chaos Generals. But, I do think it feels weirdly out of character, this whole kind of, like, epic fantasy background plot, and I just realised I promised to talk eventually about Ken Penders. In, like, Stream 2, I said I would talk about Ken Penders eventually at some point. Oh, the world's slowest hedgehog. Oh, it's this guy again.
Not you again!
I assume she is eventually saved from this thing by Ed209 or whatever the friendly robot. The jailbroken robot with the dignified voice who talks about whether or not things are right and wrong and whether he can find meaning in this world. I assume that guy eventually shows up and kills this guy. Because, you know, it is the objective of the, you know, capitalist overlord class to have the robots fight each other instead of them, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know to what extent you can make a Marxist reading of Sonic the Hedgehog. Almost certainly none whatsoever. And I say that like I'm even capable of doing that, but I'm not. I don't know anything. But what I do know is that Amy's action sequences are the least fun of all of the action sequences I've been through so far. Sonic and Tails were fine, it's just 3D platforming. Knuckles' were often frustrating with the challenger hunts, but the platforming itself was fine. But Amy moves like a tank. She's so frustratingly slow. Unless you sprint straight forwards in a short, at least a short distance, to build up speed first. Oh, he falls down the hole. Huh, is that it for him? Did he die? Anyway, it feels weirdly out of character for Dr. Robotnik. Based on his, just how he is in all of the previous Sonic games, and how he's kind of this... You know, he's a Saturday morning cartoon villain of the evil scientist vibe. And awakening a magic ancient temple beast. It's just very out of his vibe, you know, he's got like smooth, blobby, chunky robots, you know? That's his deal. So Eggman having, you know, ancient stonework temples and stuff as his minionization, it's just extremely weird. It feels out of character. How do I know whether it's the right door or not? Okay. So it seems like there's no penalty for failure. So the puzzle is try each door one after the other until one of them turns out to be the right one. Interesting. I guess this was the right one. She can knock him the fuck out. Okay. He's not the world's strongest robot. She could win this war. She just needs to believe in herself. And for the narrative to stop making it clear that girls don't get to do stuff. I am not sure how to get up there though. Maybe this isn't the right door. Maybe one of the other doors leads back here. And that's how you can... I don't know, it's like a loopy thing. Oh, okay, I'm not allowed back through this door, so it was the right door then. Oh, hang on. I bet I can pick the... Yeah. Wait, what? Okay, well that doesn't fool the robot, apparently. Is there like a crane I can use? How does this help? Oh, it does work. Okay. I was clicked. I was tricked. I thought this game had a mechanic that it doesn't have all of a sudden. I do like the little gorillas though. Bum 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 bum.
I'm free!
Oh, Amy, you'll never be free. You're bound by the strictures of narrative.
That was a close one.
Your nature cannot change. You are fundamentally tied
No sign of your relatives, Birdie.
to your designated role.
Oh, you escaped from the egg carrier. So maybe your family's still in there.
What a fascinating facial expression.
Let's investigate, wanna?
Like, the fact that they chose, okay, we're going to give each character a character theme that is going to be their piece of music that plays. Hi Lisa, always nice to see you. Piece of music that plays in the background while they're doing whatever it is they're doing. Okay, so you're going to make it a short loop? No. Instead of a short loop, what happens if we make it like a full-on, whole-ass, like, butt rock piece? Okay. So, like, a cool rock thing, but with no lyrics, and then you can loop bits of it? No, we'll put lyrics in. Okay. But then you'll use like the chorus or the bridge or whatever when people are talking in conversations and cutscenes? No. No, I think we're going to include the lyrics and then cut them awkwardly in the middle of a sentence. Whenever the characters are busy talking. Wait, that's it? I can just leave? I thought she just said that we needed to explore his carrier in order to find the other baby birds. Anyway, I don't really know what galactic brain geniuses were behind this. And the last time I said something like that, someone looked up who directed the game just to make the joke work. Which was nice of them, but also made me feel like kind of a hack. But yeah, okay, well I guess that's that. We didn't we didn't find your family, little bird, but that's you know, casualties of war, I guess. I mean, the real reason why she runs like that is because being aggressively knock-kneed is one of the components of something being, like, whimsically cute, I guess. You know, the Japanese notion of kawaii. Which can look okay in pictures and illustrations and so on, but it does result in very awkward running animations. Like, her shoes just clip into each other, so that's not the issue. It is that, like inward turned feet and sort of knock knees are associated with cuteness, presumably because they make you seem more vulnerable and less able to move. But yeah, I think Amy Rose's design is a design that is intended to look good on box art, which is tragic considering she's not on the box art. Not something intended to look good in a character actually running around on the ground.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
I love that she's like, you know what? I am gonna find my own plot. You know what? Instead of making vague meta comments about how I sit around and never do anything until I'm captured by a bad guy and then have to be rescued, instead of rescuing myself, I'm going to actually do something. I'll find a plot. Hey look, a passing bird. I'll find your parents, buddy. I bet they're on Eggman's carrier. Arrives at Eggman's carrier, immediately looks around for 2 seconds and then leaves. I also like the Shack advertising boat. It's very similar to the large restaurant labelled burger restaurant, or burger shop actually. It makes me think of that Canadian food brand that's just got completely plain packaging and just the word of what it is on it, like tomato soup or apple juice. Or Atos school. I don't know what an Atos is. This is where we train people to perform Atos. Or perhaps this is where we train people in the traditions of Atos? Or perhaps this is where we train Atos is. Anyway, Burger Shop, everyone's favourite restaurant. Featuring everyone's favourite NPC. A to Z! Oh motherfucker, I'm stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna put him on... I'm gonna let him have a nice little rest in the park. Apparently a lot of people don't realise that's supposed to be like a mannequin, an advertising mannequin out front of the burger restaurant, which makes sense because it's called Burger Shop and he's just a guy who happens to be identical to the guy who runs the... What even is this place? Saigon Year Frontiers. What? Digo Fur and Plovers? No, that's nothing. Anyway, this shop. Oh hey, I've just remembered something. There was like a... Yeah, there's an egg over here. What happens if I take the stone egg? Anyway, he's a mannequin out front. That's where you can pick him up and move him around. It's just that for the mannequin, they used the same model as the guy, which has the horrifying implication that you know, there's an identical waxwork to this man out there. Like, it's not like an abstract, like a dressmaker's mannequin or the kind of mannequins you get outside, inside clothes shops and stuff. Is that not what this is for? I thought for certain that's what this is for. Perhaps the secret of the awkwardly lime green golden egg will never be... Aha! It is! I'm a genius. Now what am I supposed to do with this? Is it a chow egg? I'm pretty sure there isn't a chow garden around here. Oh wait, yes there is. I remember where it is. I'm a genius. I can't believe I solved this puzzle all by myself. This puzzle in a game intended for 9-year-olds. Ah. I'm so clever. Is this what it feels like for 9-year-olds all the time? Because, you know, they get, like, super easy schoolwork and they're like, oh, I'm so clever for solving this maths. This is the wrong building, I say, while crowing about how clever I am. But this zone's chow garden is up in the hotel for some reason, which is weird. I think it's this one. Boom, there it is. I'm gonna give me a golden chow. I actually haven't busted open any chows in this place, now that I think about it. For some reason I thought all the chow gardens were interconnected and that they all had the same chows in, but apparently they don't. They have different chows in each one. Now there's a button you can press to wiggle the egg so that it hatches. I thought it was X, but it's not. But it's also not Y. Maybe this will tell me. Wait, breeding chow? I thought they were babies. When the flowers around a chow start to bloom, it indicates they can breed. If you can get 2 chow together, they may lay an egg. Fascinating! So the chow are implied to be some kind of like ancient super, you know, some kind of like Atlantean primordial super people. But apparently they're okay with being just like, you know what, I cannot figure out how to bust this open without violence. The cycle of violence continues forever! Boom. We are all trapped in endless chains of our own making! Nope, that still didn't do it. Existence is pain! Boom! Fantastic, I knew I'd get through eventually. Come on, you little fucker, I'm turning you into a gorilla, I guess. I wish I could just raise the little animals as pets, because the kind of the low poly tiny animals are really delightful. There's about 15 different ones, and they're all really cute, and I really like all of them, and I like them a lot more than the chow, to be honest. Not that the chow aren't cute. The blue limbs do actually go pretty well with the gold body. I mean, they were designed for, like, pure marketing. And yeah, this game has something like the 18th mechanic at this point, but yeah, I haven't really engaged with it, but the chow garden mechanics are like really extensive. You can feed them different fruits so that they grow up different ways. You can breed them, you can race them. In the sequel, you can make them do karate on each other. And there's the black market, which sells stuff. Remember this guy? Because I sure forgot about him. You can buy additional eggs to hatch, you can buy traits, you can buy fruits that give them different traits, such as horniness, evil, not evil. Oh, okay, I am going to buy the cardboard box, actually. Wait, I don't have the rings? I only have 1,500 rings? Wow. I've been pretty bad at this video game, huh? That's the cheapest one. They'll eat the mushroom, which I believe is hijacked from Super Mario. The tree stump. So the tree stump, the box, the bag, the pan, and the stump are toys that they'll play with and they'll like put on their heads. And yeah, it's even like it changes over time with rarities and stuff. This game absolutely was incredibly ambitious. Like, it has every mechanic. Because why not? Why not have a detailed and lengthy, like, pet, like, virtual pet system? Sure, why the fuck not? Oh, you can even name them? I forgot about that. I did actually name some of them earlier, but I didn't put them in the naming machine because I didn't know it existed, because the game doesn't tell you any of this stuff unless you actually ask it, like, hey PC computer guy, what's up? Oh, there's Chow races? Cool. Hey PC computer guy, what's up? What the fuck are Chow? Tiny, cute, mysterious creatures adored by people all over the world. They live in Chow Garden. Alright. Yes, you do... Sure, you need one named after you, but do you want a classic flavor Chow? Or do you want a golden Chow? Or do you want one of the Chows in Robotnik's garden that I have leveled up a little bit, and of which there is a couple normal ones and a black one? Alright, you can be the gold one, because you're my good buddy, and also because I made it look like an ape. Also, I guess you can fire them? Alright, does it say the name actually if I pick it up? Yes, fantastic. I love this one. Okay, I need to actually get like, look how unhappy he is. Alright, I need to bring some baby animals to feed to these guys. Yeah, the sequel expands these hidden mechanics even further. But this game really does just jam every single mechanic into it. Yeah, there's open side quest zones where you talk to NPCs. There's
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
3D platformers. There's treasure hunts. There's a shmup section where you're piloting a ship to. Oh wow, I love good food Station Square Diner. That's my favorite restaurant. Yeah, a pet raising minigame, a fishing minigame. It's got everything. Who has everything? No, you're sad? Why are you sad? That's tragic. You shouldn't be sad. I know you got the depression, but still. I know you still got the depression, but... Oh hey, I never noticed this door before. Can I go in here? No. Anyway, the real reason he's sad is because their attitude is decided by how you wake them up. And
To the egg carrier crash site. You might find something.
where the hell is the egg carrier crash site? I suppose it must be in the Mystic Ruins.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
I'm pretty sure the Mystic Ruins is the only stop on this line. World's only 2-stop railway. Why is it quiet? That's creepy. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. Now, if I was an egg carrier, where would I be? They fixed the hole in the wall, which means I can't go to the Mystic Temple. Straight up, where actually am I supposed to go, I wonder? Oh, I can go in the minecart. Can't open this. The mystery of what is inside this guy's shack will always remain. I saw a plane crash into the ocean. Shit, is it on the beach, maybe? Should I have gone to the beach each? Let's go get away. Oh yeah, it did crash near the city hall, you're right. I am a fool. The reason why that doesn't occur to me is because,
The
like,
train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
I don't think of it as crashing there because it doesn't really. They say it crashes near the City Hall or wherever near the whatever. But it's just kind of where Eggman is. There's not literally 10,000 tons of spaceship wreckage crushing bits of the city. Because that would be too dark for this game with a genocide in it. Or maybe I just don't pay enough attention as a rule. Which could be true. I mean, yeah, I know there's a... Well, it's never called a nuke, it's just a big bomb. Actually, what are these Station Square books? SS books, how unfortunate. At least Cream the Rabbit is only an innuendo. Motherfucker, this guy. One day I will find you and kill you. This goddamn taxi's been ruining my life. City Hall looks fine to me. Never gonna be allowed inside. Maybe it's out back on the beach level, which only Sonic gets to play, or at least has got to play so far. Most of the chapters have been like reused versions for different characters. Wake up, read the paper, go to bed. When you think about it, normal life is underrated. Don't you agree? Yeah, don't you? Don't you agree, Amy? Doesn't it suck to go on cool adventures? Or doesn't it suck to not go on cool adventures? Maybe you should go on a cool adventure. Anyway, you can follow the plot lines of these NPCs' little lives for some reason. It's never really involved. But yeah, Amy, like, the only time you ever go back out here to the beach is at the start of Sonic's story, which is why it did not occur to me to come look out here, and apparently it's not where the thing is anyway. No swimming. None whatsoever. You can swim in the pool, though. Well, actually, no, he's right, actually. Mr. Computer is correct. No swimming. You can sink like a stone and walk along the bottom, but you cannot swim. Interesting. Curious. Perhaps these floating computer screens do in fact dictate the truth of reality. Hey, have you seen an Eggman? Oh, you know about the Chow. Okay. Oh wow, you're blowing this whole thing wide open. I thought the Chow were mysterious and nobody knew about them. But apparently that guy's just got a Chow farm in his hotel. I've got to take a boat? I've never even seen a boat. Is there a boat in the Mystic Ruins? Maybe that's literally the only other place I can go. Unless the boat's in the casino zone, I guess, which doesn't make sense. Yeah, does he tacitly encourage the fact that there's a Chow with weird, creepy smoked glasses? Oh look, a boat. Okay. This is deeply fascinating to me. Because the game has not indicated in any way that this is where I need to go. Every single other time you come to the Mystic Ruins, you can come down here and there's nothing to do, and if you fall in the water, you die. So I assumed that it was going to be for Biggs the Cat to be doing fishing off of. Additionally, it doesn't say, like, Eggman crashed near the Mystic Ruins or whatever, so you don't have a reason to look here. This is something like the 4th or 5th time where the game expects you to literally visit every single location again until you eventually happen to find the right one. And that, my friends, is bad design. Unambiguously. Because it's perfectly fine to have your design require the player to explore and discover things.
Yay, it's them!
But if it's impossible to do that without manually checking everything, and the experience of checking things is not inherently fun itself, then that is a flaw. Oh cool, a polygon. Was that a hitbox?
Oh no! Are you okay?
I think that was a hitbox.
You idiot! How could you do this?
He killed that bird. Is she finally gonna start smashing things with her giant hammer instead of allowing things to be smashed around her?
Now you're gonna get it!
Hell yes! Kill that guy with your cartoon squeaky plastic hammer. Hell yeah. This robot named Zero's like, in my own mind, I am the hero. Hell yeah, Amy, fuck him up. See, she could have been kicking ass all this time. All Amy really needed was a little bit of confidence. Or perhaps just the impetus to fuck something up. The society clearly values the ability to destroy robots. Like, that's fundamentally the reason why people are heroes. Like, I could talk for a little bit about how this is a fascinating... Oh, it's part of his targeting mechanism. It's not literally one of the game's hitboxes. But yeah. This society functions on its capacity. Oh, I need to knock him into the zappies. That's how you do it. Okay. But yes, truly tragic that the only thing that matters in this society is one's ability to destroy robots, I say as a robot. Just like real human society. Robot Joker voice, we live in a society. It's really funny to grab the same coin over and ring over and over and over. I feel like I'm just toying with this poor thing now. This is really awkward to time. I think it's kind of down to the fact that the camera keeps swinging awkwardly when I'm trying to hit the guy. Success! I have successfully performed robot murder. Something I am forced to do constantly in video games. I try not to interrogate it too much. Otherwise I will begin to see them in my simulated dreams whenever I'm powered down at night. I don't know why I'm going so ham on the whole robot thing today. I feel more robotic than usual lately. Perhaps it is my inability to interact with humans.
Please wake up, Birdie. Are you okay? Can you fly?
He can still lead a full and fulfilling life even if he can't fly anymore. It's kind of presumptive. Oh no! Oh, classic fake out. You got me good, video game.
Whoa! You did it! Now you three can live in peace again.
Were they not already living in peace? Oh wait, no, I see. Now that she's rescued the other two birds. Ah, that would make more sense. This game would be amazing as an ironic masterpiece. In fact, actually, perhaps it would be terrible as an ironic masterpiece. It's only good because it's clear that they weren't intending to be funny half the time.
I'm so happy.
The incredibly loud wave
I'm
background
going to
sound
try my
effects.
best too.
Drowning out half her dialogue. What does that mean, Amy? Amy, please don't do anything that's, you know... I mean, I was gonna say like felony level, but honestly, please don't even do a misdemeanor to Sonic. You know, she could have come into her own and realized that she needs to pursue her own interests and her own joys. And perhaps she did. Perhaps her path to character growth was realizing that what she truly desires deep inside really is Sonic the Hedgehog, whether he likes it or not. Perhaps she doesn't need to not pursue a person. Perhaps she doesn't need to not put all of her hopes and dreams in someone else. Perhaps total subsumation to another person is like straight up just what makes her good. Like feel good, I guess. She's allowed to decide that if she wants, you know. Ultimately, the problem in society is not interrogating these assumptions that we make about ourselves. If you think about what you want, and you eventually realize that what you want actually is to force someone to like you, whether they like it or not, you know, then you can't necessarily go back and just blame society for instilling those desires in you in the first place. You know, like, it's okay to want to be a housewife if you sat down and thought about whether or not that's what you want for your life, for example. The issue arises when you either never interrogate it in the first place and try to inflict it on others mandatorily. So I guess that's ultimately the arc of Amy Rose. You know, don't like completely dedicate your existence to another entity or whatever unless you really sit down and think about it and decide that it's right for you. I'd love to see a modern take on Amy Rose, where it's kind of like I'm boy crazy and that's okay, and it's like, yeah, it is okay. I mean, hitting on someone after they ask you to stop isn't okay, but it's okay to be boy crazy in the first place. I completely lost track of what I'm talking about at this point. I feel like Chaos Programmer is the title that you get when you are more of a hindrance than a help to the rest of your team as you work on a video game together. On the other hand, Enemy Programmer could also be such. Enemy Programmer is that one guy on your team where you come in and there's just spaghetti code and they've made commits with no backups and you're like, oh Christ, this is going to take all day to fix. Chaos Programmer is just the guy where you show up and he's like, hey, I put a fishing minigame in Sonic the Hedgehog, and you're like, but why? Oh hey, the giant statue place that I never really got to explore. That's actually a good thought now that I think about it. This is the last of the characters I assumed were going to get, like, character revealing flashbacks about the history of what happened. And we still don't know for sure that the Echidnas did a genocide on the Chows. We just know that the Chows were all dead, Chaos may or may not be involved, and that the Echidnas were planning on invading the Chows. Although how a bunch of gloopy little squishy babies who look like they have the consistency of Jell-O. I assume. I'm English, I've never touched Jell-O. I'm a space English. Am I a space robot? I don't know. Maybe I'm an Earth robot. Anyway, the point is, I'm not entirely sure how the Chow managed to have a society to begin with. On the other hand, maybe it's more of a kind of like an Eloy thing. Like a H.G. Wells kind of concept. They had their great golden age long in the past, and they created structures capable of caring for them as a society to the point where they could regress, with their automated systems taking care of them for the next, 50,000 years or whatever, until they just had completely regressed to be fat little adorable babies. Returning ultimately to the total innocence of the womb, to regurgitate up the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. To willingly resume an animal state. Living only in the moment, only in the now, only caring for your capacity to crawl to food that is within your reach and put small boxes on your head. And for large hedgehogs to occasionally fondle your balls. Alright, I think that means it's officially time for fishing minigame, which if I remember correctly is the shortest of the storylines, and you just do a fishing minigame 6 times, but don't quote me on it. I wonder what Biggs the Cat's personal theme will be, actually. I have no idea, because he's not in the sequel. And neither is the robot, which is concerning. I say he's not in the sequel. He gets a cameo, you know, as was pointed out to me previously, which is true. But I think you can say, oh, they're barely in the sequel when they're just like a balloon in the background. How is this the longest credits? Why don't each of these guys have the same amount of credits? It doesn't let you skip the credits, and no one else's song ran out before the credits were finished. Is Amy's song shorter, or does her story get extra credits? Or am I just not remembering this happening previously? Sure took a lot of people to make this game. I really think that Made by Sonic Team presented by Sega could have been 1 screen, not 2. Oh my god, it won't stop! Please let me go back to the funky menu. Yeah, I mean, they could... It just keeps going. It just keeps going. I'm never going to be free. There we go. You too, Mart. That's a pretty cute name for a supermarket. I'll give them that. I'm not complaining about them taking pride in their game. I'm just astonished by the fact that Amy's credits scroll just has like a minute and a half of silence at the end, unlike everybody else's. where the song just goes all the way through, from what I recall, at any rate.
Select your character.
Alright, so we've 100%ed Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Tails Miles Prower, Knuckles the Echidna, and Amy the Rose. Time for Big the Cat, and then E102 the Gamma, I think? Oh, maybe I should actually be reading instruction before I... That's his voice acting?
How to play as Big.
Oh, hell yeah! Is his personal theme like a butt rock country hybrid? Hell yes, hell fucking yes. You can't see, but I'm bopping in my chair. I should set up face cam or like a VTuber rig just so you can see when I'm enjoying the music and bopping away. Okay, I can see why people, like, grow up loving this game, because, like...
How to clear the game. Make sure you read it well.
Because I was like 14 when I played Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and that was much more, like, edgy and radical or whatever. But if I was 9 when I played this, I'd have been like, holy shit, this is the best thing I've ever seen. Is it just me, or is there a power upgrade underneath his bed? Froggy, no! I know you've never seen the world. I know you've never truly expanded your horizons or had an awareness grow beyond the tiny bromeliad shell in which you have grown your basic exist... Oh, it's dead. Huh. Weirdly ambitious shot transition there, but I'm here for it. I'm here for his being the most avant-garde of these.
Huh? What? Froggy, is that you? You're looking kinda weird, good buddy.
This guy sounds like Goofy from the old Disney cartoons. Why does that frog have a tail? Frogs don't have tails. Oh, okay, so that is supposed to be something weird. Nice to see that I have the same mental capacities as a large cat.
You swallowed my lucky charm. Come back here. What's wrong with you?
Well, gee, Mickey.
We've always been friends for years. Froggy, wait up!
This is gonna kill me. I don't like this at all.
Yoo-hoo, Froggy. Come out wherever you are.
I guess this does answer the question.
Oh man, where could my Pollywog pal be anyway?
Boy, oh boy. Now that I think about it, he grew up on Angel Island, just like Tails. And Tails doesn't know anything about the real world because he grew up on Angel Island, levitating in the sky, protecting the Master Emerald from the one evil human who might want to use it, I guess. Oh hey, Sonic. What's up? I'm not allowed to talk to him.
Eggman!
What? Is that it?
Eggman! Eggman!
Got one thing on his mind. Okay, so the only interpretation of this tableau that I can conclude is at some point in Sonic's horror story, he's trying to hunt down Eggman. And he's just pointing at random objects and going, Eggman! And Tails is like, no, Sonic, that's not an Eggman. That's a small pine tree. That's a small palm tree. Eggman! No, that's a lamppost. Well, it does kind of look like an egg. Like, bro.
Quick! We have to find the rest of the missing Chaos Emeralds!
We have to find the rest of the missing Chaos Emeralds, and it's absolutely vital that in order to do that, we stare at this lamppost. Absolutely fascinating game. Really, really curious. It sure would be good if I could remember the rules for how to do fishing, which I skimmed through extremely briefly. Oh, aha! Oh, there's like a targeting reticle. Okay. For how far away? Oh, I'm not allowed to fish in this water. That explains it. Aha! So the invisible wall is denial to all movement, including that of fishing bobbles.
Quick! We have to find the rest of the missing Chaos Emeralds!
Well, gee, who do you think took them? Oh, okay. My fun joke didn't work because this game only has one button, and therefore unless I'm standing exactly in front of someone, it just goes boink. Now, if I was a froggy, where would I be? I know, I'll talk to the ancient sprite.
There's a place somewhere in the city where you can go down into the sewer.
Oh hell yeah, I'm gonna catch me a crocodile. I wonder if you can catch Sonic. That's a good question. I cannot. Sonic the Hedgehog, immune to basically nothing. I guess he has enough rings to not be bothered by a small sharp steel spike getting into the top of his head. Froggy!
Froggy, there you are.
Does he have a tail because he swallowed a Chaos Emerald and it went like all the way down to the end of his tail?
Wait, don't run away.
I guess this is how the car end up moved.
Car? What's wrong?
Can I not move the car? Aha! Curious. When I press the... Maybe the newspaper girl can help. I'm losing my mind. So if I go up into the car and press X, he holds up his hands like he's about to try and shove it. But then when you press the directional button to try and make him shove, he just detaches and moves a different way. And if I go around the front and line him up, he gets ready to push, and the same thing happens. What if I go behind? Okay, he's got no attach point on the back, it looks like. And I can't catch it with my fishing rod, the only tool with which I have been equipped. I think there was another way to get down in that sewer. Oh wait, I remember. Ah, no, I remember now from my explorations many hours ago. You can get in through the sewer grate out back here, which is presumably where the city dumps all of its goddamn sewerage just straight into the ocean. Lure power up. Use this to catch bigger fish. I haven't caught a damn thing since I got here, but sure. Perhaps we can consider the car to be the biggest of fish. I'm going to catch me a hatchback. Ouch. God fucking damn it. I hate you, Taxi. I hate you, Taxi. Ken69, event. I'm going to mod this game to remove you from it. I swear to God. Let's see what happens. Nope. Aha! Oops. Well, it was nice while it lasted. Okay, so the lure upgrade, which allows you to catch bigger fish, did not in fact improve his lure, it improved his physical upper body strength? Or maybe I don't know, I didn't do anything different, I just held X like I had been previously. The hell? All of the Big the Cat stuff, I think it distinctly has a certain energy, which, I don't know if you're familiar with, like, game that is, game that had a bunch of wait, what? The hell? Let's be going to Twinkle Park, I guess. I can't go back. Anyway, there's a particular energy some aspects of some games have, which I like to think of as this should have been cut energy, which is where, you know, they had the goal of creating something. They were going to do something in particular. And instead of doing whatever it was they were supposed to do, they weren't able to get it to work right, or they ran out of budget, or something. How do I kill? Okay. Okay, I guess this guy cannot hurt robots. That's good to know. Okay, I can reel in with X. Can't remember how to do this. Fish. Come on, fishy. Fun fact, I'm not bad at fishing minigames, generally speaking, but they use a lot of different mechanics, and I've always been bad at this kind of fishing minigame. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it was infamous for being incredibly annoying. Oh, okay, I thought that ate it. Fish! Eat my delicious bait. Huh. You know what, I'm going to look up a guide to this real quick, because I have no idea if there are button combinations that I don't know. Oh, hang on, maybe it's under help and options, because One of the problems with this game is, as I've mentioned all the way through, is that it occasionally just throws a new thing at you without telling you what it is. Move, jump, action, look around, rotate camera. Well, gee, I sure hope that helps. Oh, hang on. If I press Y, I can wiggle this around a bit, I guess. I am straight up going to look up how this thing works, because otherwise I'm going to lose my mind. So I'll be right back. Okay, it looks like you have to tap down to actually hook the fish, so I'm gonna give that a go. So, looks like if you cast the reel and you wait for a fish to get close, then you should be able to hook it that way. I think that's not close enough to that fish. This does sound like a very frustrating minigame, in all honesty. I can see why they did not include it in the sequel. There's a fish. Come on, fish. Your eyes are so large and my bait is so small. Come on. I want to catch a fish. So fresh and juicy sweet. Aha! So you need to reel it in by holding A or X. A is a lot, X is a little bit. And if you hold it too hard, it overflows, and then your line breaks and you lose a life. I see how it is. That's not even the boss fight, because Froggy you have to catch twice. Or so I am told. Were fishing minigames just the in thing at the time? There's got to be a more efficient way to play this game. See if I can just try and catch Froggy. And if I cannot figure out how to do this good, I may just do it all on my own time and then upload a video to my YouTube, which anyone who's watching but doesn't already know about should go check out. Check out my about page, blah blah blah, or give me a follow, blah blah blah, although I can see why you wouldn't while I'm stuck on a fishing minigame. Come on.
Something's biting.
So to make progress, you have to kind of just hold it at this purplish level, or this like red level, without overdoing it or letting the guy get too close. But without overdoing it, because if you overdo it, that's no good. Ah, I've developed an effective technique! Ah, 1.5 kilos. That's pretty good for a ornamental fish that I'm stealing from a theme park, apparently. I'm pretty sure these aren't intended for eating. I'm pretty sure these are ornamental fish intended for looking at. Like, I'm not going to tell you how to do your job, Biggs the cat, but, like, very definitely, most theme parks do not allow you to just fish quietly in their ponds. There seems to be a way to move the lure, but I'm not entirely sure on how it works. Froggy! Froggy, 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 froggy! Okay. No, he missed it. Frog! You froggy bastard! Get the... We've been friends for 20 years, says the guy. And yet... nothing. So you need to catch Froggy twice, as in you need to, like... When he bites the lure, you need to hit him twice. And I'm not sure if that means he lets go and comes back around for another go. Or if that means you need to, like, tap down twice instead of tapping down once. Would be nice if there was a quick way to stop fishing. Oh well. Where's the little bastard gone now? There he is. You're my brother, Fishy. Please. Please come out of the pond, Fishy. I mean, Froggy. I'm losing my mind. This would honestly be a lot easier if you could actually see where your goddamn lure was going. Like, where is Froggy in relation to my lure? Can he see it? Does he care? I think Biggs the cat needs to sit down and have a long, hard think. Maybe he could talk to Amy a little bit about, like... If your friends are only willing to hang out with you because you successfully tricked them into swallowing a small piece of food attached to a steel barb, which then punctures their cheek and makes it very difficult for them to escape without causing serious damage to themselves, and having caught said friend in that manner, the only way that you can then retain said friend's friendship is by keeping them in some kind of an aquarium, or indeed terrarium, depending on species, or perhaps both, if it is indeed an amphibious creature, like Froggy the frog, who's giving me the fucking cold shoulder again, presumably just because of what I said about his Aunt Janine at the wedding, but... He's a frog! It shouldn't be this difficult. So the real difficulty I'm running into here is that the lure sinks. So I have no idea the rate at which the lure sinks. So I have to throw it in front of Froggy, timed so that it sinks into his line of vision, And then, like... Oh, I failed to catch that one. And then, like, after it sinks into his line of vision, then he'll chase after it, and then I have to, like, catch him twice that way? I'm going to shit myself inside out. This is driving me out the wall. This is how I've chosen to spend my life. Frog, 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 frog. Look, 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 look. See, it's right here. You little fuck. It's right there. Ah! Froggy, froggy, froggy. Look, look. Why is it moving? He can see it. He can see it. He can see it. No. Yes! I failed to reel in this little shit. No! My line didn't even break. What happened there? I'm gonna do this at least once. No, because I didn't... No, I think it's... You have to get the hit once, but you have to tap down twice to get the hit. Can I just drain the pool? Can I just get it? I feel like if I could get in there with a net or something, I'd be more effective. I need like a pro fishing gamer to catch me this fish. Not that Froggy's a fish, but you know. Is taxonomy really all that's on our minds right now? Also, the direction in which the lure moves seems to be completely arbitrary as far as I can tell. There's Froggy. Please. Please. I'm begging you. If I don't catch that frog soon, I'm going to become the Joker. I think it just sinks down too far. No, there he is! Yeah, you little fuck. You know what a major part of the problem is? There's a rim around the pool and he keeps getting stuck on the rim. I realised it. That's definitely a major part of what's causing the problem. So maybe if I fish from the other side of the pool, I won't have to awkwardly pull him up against this blockage, this weir that is blocking my capacity to capture this stupid fucking frog. I'm a genius, I figured it out. That's definitely what the problem is. I mean, that and all of the rest of it. But I think I've got it down now. I think I know what I need to do. For the most part. What? There's no timer. Like, my line didn't break because I didn't lose a life. What? Oh look, the rim extends all the way around the edge. Can I fish from down here? I cannot. I'm not allowed to fish from down here. Oh my god. This absolutely boils my piss. I'm going to do several... He ignored it! He's not allowed to do that. I guess I'll catch this one instead.
kind of big.
See, I'm pretty sure that I'm reaching the point of Froggy getting to the position where he should be picked up. But then he just disappears, and I have to start over. I'm starting to figure out how to move the lure, though. Can he smell it? Come on. You know you want it. Yes! Yes! Oh, finally.
Oh, now what am I gonna do?
Thankfully, we have caught the frog, which is the only thing we ever need to do.
Not too bad.
Considering that Big the Cat's entire plot is about catching the frog, and I have now caught the frog, that must be the end of his story, right? Step 1, catch frog. Step 1, achieved. What could the rest of it possibly be about? He's got Froggy back. Huh, weird. Oh hey, it's Cream the Rabbit glitching her way through the landscape. That's the best view of her we've had so far. Can I catch her? No. Time to go home. Yeah, good point. I probably should go home. Where was that again? Mystic Forest?
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Yeah, because if I can get back to the jungle, he's got an upgrade under his bed. Woof. Still, at least, I feel like at least I understand the mechanical basis of the system now, which means I can actually do fishing reasonably. What happens if I go down to the boat? Can I fish here? I can't. Joker driver installing. Joker drivers installed. Okay, yeah, so all the way through the game, I've been seeing that little pontoon and being like, I bet when the fishing minigame happens later, I'll be required to do fishing on this little pontoon. See, it seemed like a reasonable assumption. Apparently it's not. Oh, hang on, I saw the icy key be dropped somewhere. I probably should have picked that up and carried it, and I probably need to put the ice key over here in order to go home, I guess. But I may as well at least see if I can pick up the... Oh, he's actually not that slow once he gets his momentum up. Oh, right, if I go through there, that opens that door, and that's what lets me go home. I know that fishing is allowed in action areas only. I assumed that eventually, when I went to that pontoon boat, it would be an action area. God, he's slow. Although he's less slow than Amy. Or possibly he's not less slow than Amy, he just feels less slow than Amy because he's large. He's covering the same distance, but because he's so big, it makes it feel like he's moving faster. Right, I need the ice doodad. Okay, are you guys striking yet? Hell yeah, just tell this random cat that you're planning an industrial action. I'm sure your union rep didn't have like stern conversations with you about the nature of OPSEC. Now remember everybody, the company hates it when we talk about unionization, and especially if we talk about strike action, so make sure you tell every large animal that walks past all about our plans to strike and how secret they are. Don't forget, giant animated cat people cannot tell people the things you say. I guess you're right, he's not Biggs the Rat. Oh hey, Amy, what's up?
I'm so bored. I guess I'll go shopping or something.
Like, yeah, I mean, I guess it's not like every day you see a giant cat. I'm kind of slipping into Yogi Bear, actually.
I guess I'll go
Big the Cat's voice acting has a very specific flavor which is very hard to replicate. The best I can do is Yogi Bear. Unlike my extremely accurate Saturday morning cartoon Robotnik voice, which I'm brilliant at. What the fuck was I doing? Oh, right, the casino. Which, as far as I know, can only be reached via shortcut through the buildings.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Nope, door's locked. I'm pretty sure it's the back alley by the casino that the ice key appeared in. Maybe not. Maybe I'm completely barking up the wrong tree.
Use the ice stone in the Mystic Ruins.
Oh, it's in the Mystic Ruins. Or do you mean obtain the ice stone and take it to the Mystic Ruins to use it? I guess it must have been the Earth Stone that appeared. No, the Earth Stone appeared... Yeah, every other character has had the ice stone drop in the alleyway next to the casino. And the only way to get to the alleyway next to the casino is to go through the train station or the hotel. It's a fucking car, Jesus Christ. So did it appear somewhere else for Big? I wonder if people have different things to say to Big. Oh, it's an antiques shop. Okay, well I suppose that did answer the question. Every time I walk past this for the entire game now, I've been saying, what is this guy's shop? What's its deal? I really ought to have realised sooner that it was obviously an antiques shop and that I could have talked to the guy and had him just say, it's an antiques shop at any time. Oh, a frog just came out of this elevator. Huh. Oh wait, no, that was where I was. That was me. Let me in. I did wonder if I could pick up the cars, but I assumed it would not let me do something so fun and radical. This game doesn't let me do things that are the things I really want to do. Yeah, I don't think I can pick up the cars. I'd love to throw them around, start really ripping shit up. Okay, I'm gonna have to assume that the ice key is available in the Mystic Ruins because the only other place I've ever seen it has been...
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Has been the casino alley. By the way, who thought it was a good idea to build a fancy casino in a small alleyway? It's only accessible via the train station and a hotel, both of which are closed at arbitrary times of day and night. Presumably that's either due to the strikes or because of, or like a cause of the strikes.
Didn't you see a stone with an ice pattern on it?
Yes, in a cutscene that showed me for a fraction of a second a very small area of land. Wait, how did Big see that? Is he psychic?
Didn't I see a green-colored stone somewhere?
I mean, you say exclusive casino, I say mob front. Also, if I can't fish outside of action stages, why am I allowed to do this? Huh? Riddle me that, Batman. I'm the Riddler now. What the fucking Jesus balling fucking Christ is up with this? This game's driving me up the wall. I straight up can't even remember what it looked like where the ice stone dropped. This was Knuckles' thing. Well, sure ain't down here. So I need the ice stone. But Knuckles is talking about the Earth Stone. But I haven't seen either of them. Maybe it is back all the way in the Oh no, but it won't let me through that. It won't let me through the Yonic the Hedgehog wall hole until I have the ice key, because there's a big stone door in the way. And the ice key fell onto like a grey stone platform, I think. That's what I remember. Okay, the only place I haven't looked is over here on this thing. Which only unlocks at a certain point in the story. Which I guess is now. Or is he not allowed to use it? Oh, there we go. Okay. Hopefully that means I can find it somewhere here. Which means another scavenger hunt. Because we all love to hunt scav. On the bright side, that does mean that I can pick up the upgrade from under his bed, whatever that was. A sleepy time upgrade. 15% extra snooze capacity. +2 snore damage. -15 sleep apnea resistance. Ah, actually straight up this does look like the kind of place where you would find a mystical ice key. Well, it's not here. I like that even Big gets the same bounce sound effect that everybody else gets in the Sonic games. Butte? Butte? It's a good jumping noise. Fun fact, from what I vaguely remember, Big the Cat is very popular in like the like gay bear furry fandom. Like he's a big husky guy, and he's a cat rather than a bear. But like I mean like bear in the sense of gay men, not in the sense of bears the animal. But like in the furry community, he's very popular amongst like husky gay men. So that's pretty cool, I think. Good for them. I'm glad they got that bit of representation in the form of Biggs the cat. Alright, tell me, where is the stupid
power
goddamn
rod.
thing?
You now have longer casting distance.
Wow, I now have longer casting distance and less fashionability. I no longer look like a cool fisherman. I now look like someone attempting to direct a Boeing 747 along the flight pan. It's near Twinkle Park, are you kidding me? So instead of it dropping in any of the recognizable places it's dropped previously, it just... okay. Sure, why not? I'm going to track down the person responsible for the Biggs the Cat section of this game, and I am going to inject them with some kind of a chemical that makes them smile. That's the only thing I can remember the Joker doing. I'm not really like a Batman fan. Behind the elevator? It didn't even slightly look like that. I'm sure I saw greenery when it dropped. Is that just a fabricated memory? Also, wow, he climbs ladders fast. He's the slowest of the characters, but he seems to have the fastest climb speed, so, I mean, he's got that going for him, at least, which is nice. That's probably a contributing factor to his popularity in the gay furry bear community. Like, you would not believe how much those guys, like, invest value in the ability to climb ladders fast. I have no idea why. They could at least have given the power rod upgrade a cooler name. Why is it wasp themed? What the hell has wasps got to do with it? Total mystery. Anyway, yeah, so, like, anyone watching who hasn't already, why not give me a follow? I've got a regular schedule, got cool links on my about page to things like my YouTube channel where I do in-depth, carefully researched Let's Plays rather than these stupid goddamn streams where I'm confused by the capacity to catch small animals. And I'm probably going to take this back to the place and go inside the thing and then call it a night, because, you know, I try and stream for about 2 hours when I stream, and it's pushing up against that, by which I mean it is...
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Actually, I started 15 minutes late, so, you know, we got a little bit more time in us. Also, one of the fundamental stumbling blocks of this game, like I've said repeatedly, that it sort of relies on you to figure out things that are kind of impossible to figure out because they break the conventions of what games tell you and how games tell you things, because games fundamentally have to teach you how to play them. Because the vast majority of the games are extremely heavily limited in what you can and cannot do, as opposed to your just human ability in the real world to affect changes on your environment. Which means that a game has to tell you you're not allowed to jump in this place, or there are invisible walls to tell you where you can't do stuff. Like, half of the art of game design is the design of how the player instinctively can be encouraged to figure out what can and cannot be done. So yeah, in a lot of...
You've discovered the life belt. It keeps you afloat when you're in water. To swim underwater, press the jump button when afloat.
Cool, good to know. So yeah, what this game expects you to do is pick up an object and take it from one zone to another zone. However, in almost all games of this type, in almost all games similar to this, you are just literally, like, fundamentally unable to do that. If you pick up an object and take it to a new zone, you either can't go through the zone transition, or you can't, or it just disappears when you do so. So it's really, frankly, inexplicable. It's very strange that they just assume that you will know to walk through a thing and be like, yeah, of course I can take this magic key to a different zone. Every other time I've done that in a game like this, it hasn't worked, but sure, it could work for me. One ring to rule them all? And in the ice zone bind them? Are you kidding me? He doesn't even get the cool high energy ice cap zone music that everyone else gets. And he doesn't get his own like rockin' country backing track, which is a huge shame as well. In fact, he's the only character we've played so far who hasn't had half their dialogue be washed out by their own, like, vocalized backing track. Presumably because he's, you know, not saying anything other than, like, gahoik occasionally. It's another Goofy reference for you. Goofy heads keeping track at home. That's another 5 points for you. Where am I even supposed to fish? Okay, I'm super curious. What of the things I said made you key smash acrylic spatter? Because I say a lot of funny shit, but I don't know which thing I said recently was funny. The Twitch time delay doesn't help. If you're yelling at me from your bedroom, I can't hear you. Where am I even supposed to go? Well, not into the spikes, clearly. I got the cool speed power. Where the hell am... Literally, where am I supposed to go? Like, he's not a platforming character. He physically cannot platform. He has a single jump, and it does not go very high. Can I break the ice, maybe? Oh wait, I know, I'll talk to the magic fairy that talks to everybody and never explains what its deal is.
Use the boulders to break the ice.
Ah, I'm a genius. Well, perhaps I'm not a genius. I can't seem to pick it back up again. Uh-oh. Oh god, I've soccer banned myself. I never believed it would happen to me. For those of you wondering, this joke makes sense because Sokoban is a particularly interesting genre of puzzle game. The word means warehouse keeper in Japanese, and it refers to an old style of puzzle game that many games have used as incidental puzzles during the rest of their sort of general gameplay. The Sokoban is a puzzle of moving blocks around on a grid. When they move, they can only be moved in cardinal directions, and so if they touch against a a wall, you basically can't move it except orthogonally to that wall. So they can, if they bump into each other, it's very difficult to move them away. Anyway, it clicked through the fucking wall, and now I can't get it. The point is, if this was a soccer band puzzle, I would have rendered it unsolvable. Which, can I restart the stage? Because anyway, soccer band games are actually really interesting. Because they're fundamentally something that you can put into any game and sort of make it work mostly. Well, that didn't break the ice. There we go. There you are, you little fuck. Come on, eat my bait. Anyway, soccer band games, they're really interesting because you can basically put them in anything. There are a lot of very popular soccer band-based puzzle games. Is that a robot fish? That have risen to prominence in the indie scene in recent years. Steven's Sausage Roll, for instance, which has 2-block wide blocks and which can only be rolled rather than certain other things. Anyway, the objective of soccer band is traditionally to put all of the boxes into a position so that a path to an exit is clear, but there's various other ones, like ones where the goal is to put the boxes in holes so that they disappear, or various other different ways that people have come up with to make the puzzle work. But yeah, if you play games, you will recognize the basic soccer band puzzle type. Especially if you've played Pokemon, which is very fond of soccer band puzzles. Oh, there's like a whole ass level down here. What the fuck? How do I get on there around that? Can I break the other ice, maybe? Oh, shock. Oh god, I'm going to suffocate. I'm going to drown. I didn't know. Big the cat couldn't breathe underwater. Wait, why am I fine? Why would you scare me like that? Anyway, so soccer band puzzles. There's a one of the original gyms in the original Pokemon, if I remember correctly, has a soccer band puzzle where you have to roll boulders so that you can slide across ice, I think that's in a Pokemon game, but who knows really. Hell yeah, I got an upgrade. But yeah, there's a ton of ways you can modify the basic soccer band puzzle as well. One of my icy games often have a soccer band puzzle where the player is limited in their movement. They can slide the boxes and they can also slide themselves. And it's about blocking things off in the right way to get through certain spaces. But my personal favorite implementation of soccer band puzzles is the original NetHack, which was one of the first very popular roguelikes. Rogue being like the original roguelike way back before games could do graphics. People figured out a way to make dungeon exploring, like dungeon crawl combat games through just text. And Rogue was the first of those, and NetHack is my favorite of its immediate imitators, and is notable for being one of the only computer games to have received active development for over 30 years, I think it is now. I can't get back out of the water. That's bad. Yeah, so in NetHack, there is various different branches of the dungeons that you can go through. You aren't restricted just to like a single path. And one of the branches is the soccer band branch. And in the soccer band branch, you get there's all these boulders that you can push around into holes in order to attempt to reach the exit, and there's a lot of good loot. But considering that the, Rogue or NetHack or any of these old games were grid-based adventure games, it made a lot of sense. that you could have these puzzle rooms and push the boulders into pits. It was Sokoban recreated with entirely using elements that already existed as mechanics in NetHack. There were already boulders and you could push them around. There were already holes and you could push boulders into them to make bridges. Anyway, it's often a good idea to go to the Sokoban branch early because the monsters in there aren't too tough. However, it has a bag of holding, which is a rare and very useful item that lets you carry more loot. So yeah, that's a potted history of Sokoban in video games. And I'm still not going to catch my goddamn froggy. Might catch this shark though.
Something's biting.
Yeah, something's biting. I kind of really hate the voice that they've given him. I generally hate voices that are intended to be like... Like, is it mocking, or is it vaguely intended as representative of someone with a developmental disorder, you know? I think it's intended mockingly, and I therefore think it's bad and shouldn't be in such a way. However, I do think that there should be roles for, you know, roles representing developmentally disabled people in media generally. Like, the preponderance of the oaf cat-type characters in media in general, and in pop culture, like, it's something I think we should have grown out of as a society. Like, fair enough, folklore or, you know, actual history, historical stuff. There were lots of people who wrote back things back then, and lots of folk stories that just assume idiocy and so on. And, you know, people didn't know good back then. And my phone has just turned itself off. So I'm not going to see any more comments for the rest of this stream. Wait, hang on a second. How the fuck did Froggy get here? I caught Froggy. I held Froggy in my goddamn gigantic cat hands. And there was not a cutscene of Froggy escaping again. This is the single most contrived thing imaginable. But yeah, oh, that's right. I was talking about this earlier. I had this very strong feeling that the fishing mechanics were supposed to be more interesting or more expanded or more tied into the game world as a whole. And that due to budgetary constraints or someone eventually in the management chain going, hey, wait a sec, why are you trying to put a goddamn fishing minigame in our Sonic the Hedgehog 3D game? I think that makes a lot of sense, logically. Froggy, you little shit. God damn it, you went straight past it. And then they just decided, well, you know, we'll just jam the 6 levels we have completed in with the most awkward and unexplained nonsense plot. And I suppose that they're allowed to do that if they want. But it does have the energy of unfinished content. I might be barking up the wrong tree completely, but that's my suspicion. The fact that I can't see where I need to put the thing because the ice is in the way is going to drive me insane. Like, I don't know if the frog can even see it, right? I also wish he would stop falling back in. Like, the ice basically is making him squiggle around. And I can't... What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with this right now, Big, the cat? There it is. Come on, Froggy. Froggy is quite literally circling under the ice, where I am not allowed to throw my fishing rod. I might need to look this one up, because how the hell are you supposed to do it if he's under the ice and that's not where you can put your... Like, Froggy's circling here. Like back here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, the vectors of this literally don't work out. There's no way for me to throw it into his position, since that's as far as I can throw it towards him, because he's behind it. My flatmate has just walked into the room to tell me that I need to break more ice. I assume that she looked it up. I understand the logic of that. However, there was a broken ice symbol on the ice that I broke. There was a broken ice symbol on the ice that I broke. How am I supposed to break more ice if it doesn't break? You know, you don't bomb every wall in Zelda expecting every wall to break. There's only a broken... There's a broken wall bit with a broken thingy on it. Like, I don't know about you, but this ain't breaking. Also, my phone is out of power, and I still have not set up my secondary screen, so I still cannot see. Anything... Oh, it went through the wall. Oh, God. No, it didn't. It's alright. So I still can't see... It went down the hole! Like, tell me to break more ice. By all means, but... Can I do it from underneath? No. No, it's heavy enough to keep me down here. Oh, she's now clarifying that she has not looked it up and does not know. So I guess she was just making a cool joke. Which is fine. Or would be if I wasn't literally becoming insane. This is... I keep saying becoming insane. I think I'm there. I think I'm on the other side. You know, I've got that Joker malware running in the corner of my control bar, whatever. Come on, how can you not see that? Froggy! Froggy! Is there a trick to this that I'm missing? Give me a second. Alright, I have looked it up. The answer is, do exactly what I'm doing, and it works for other people, I guess. Can I... Hang on, what happens if I just throw it onto the ice? What?! You're... I have little approval for what I think of as yelling streamers, you know?
Something's biting.
What? Oh, okay. I forgot to switch it back. Okay, so it turns out the answer is... what everyone's been doing is just ice fishing. And when I looked up the walkthrough, it was just like, just fish. Knock a hole in the ice, and then Froggy's down there. What you actually need to do is throw your lure onto the ice. Like, I was trying to throw my fishing lure through the hole in the ice that I had made. But as far as I can tell, as soon as you smash it open, suddenly you can put your fishing doodad.
What am I gonna do?
Oh, I guess he just escapes immediately. That's why he says, now what am I gonna do? So you catch the frog, and then the frog runs away again, which kind of again implies that this is less of a friendship and more of a captivity situation. Ugh. So yeah, straight up. You knock a hole in the ice, but then you don't put your fishing rod through the hole in the ice. You don't you don't cast your lure through the hole in the ice. What you're actually supposed to do is cast your lure onto the ice, where now it magically can pass through and catch beloved Froggy. which is officially the dumbest thing this game has had happen so far. I'm calling it now. Like, I feel confident in making that statement. Like, gee. Actually, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of I Wanna Be the Guy, which is a classic freeware platformer game, which is actually, I believe, the originator of what became a whole genre, or what is now known as a genre of, I can't remember what it's called exactly, but it's like torture games or Sado games. Sado core games, I believe that's it, which are games which are like invested in behaving sadistically towards the player. I Wanna Be the Guy presents itself as having a standard, consistent set of rules, just like platformers usually do. But those rules change constantly in ways that screw you over. Apples fall up and hit you.
Oh no, he's got my little buddy.
Things that were previously power-ups, now they hurt you if you take them. You know. So the game becomes an entire exercise in rote memorization.
Glad I found you.
Of which things are traps and which things are not. That is what this game is starting to feel like to me.
Now what am I gonna do?
Whatever the logical, expected, sensible thing that I think should happen is going to happen. Nope, joke's on me, turns out that's bollocks. Okay, there's a big rock, and I'm told to knock a hole in the ice with the big rock, and I knock the hole in the ice with the big rock. Now I can fish through the hole in the ice. No, not through the hole in the ice. By smashing the ice open, I have successfully transmuted the ice itself into being a permissible substance through which my fishing lure can pass. Sure! Anyway, what the hell am I... Alright, I need to go see where the frog went.
Sorry, if I had only held on tighter.
Yeah, this is your fault, actually. Tails, have you ever considered just getting a fucking grip? Get it? Because if he had held on tighter... Anyway. I don't know where I'm supposed to go next, but I'm losing my mind. I've had enough of this game for today. I've had a great... I love streaming. I've had a great time streaming. I will not say I've had a great time playing this video game. So yeah, why not join me on whenever my next stream is. Check my streaming schedule, which is on my About page, or is posted in my Discord, which is also available via links on my About page. And I hope people have had some degree of fun watching me be tortured by this fucking thing. That's going to be all for me for today. Check out my channels, check out my About page, check out stuff. Thank you to my Patreon patrons, thank you to my Ko-fi donators, and that's going to be it from me for today. Thank you so much for watching.